Today, let's talk about something that matters a lot in garment manufacturing, MOQ, or minimum order quantity. If you've ever placed an order for custom garments, you've probably asked, what's the MOQ? And here's the truth. MOQ isn't just a number we pick out of thin air. It plays a huge role in the efficiency of the entire production process. In the next few minutes, you'll get an inside look at how MOQ actually impacts your production timeline, costs, and quality. This is one you don't want to miss. Firstly, it's important to understand that manufacturing garments is a long and coordinated process. It starts with sales. We need to gather all your requirements, input them into the system, and pass it over to pattern designers to input the consumption for each fabric and trims in the system. Then, the merchandisers will place orders to the suppliers and follow up with suppliers. So, this is a supply chain with many moving parts. Larger orders help avoid repetitive tasks, speeding up production and improving efficiency. When it comes to purchasing, let's talk about fabric and trims lead times. When we get an order from you, we might release 20 sales contracts to different suppliers for fabrics, trims, labels, and packaging. Each supplier has its own workflow to finish their part. Take fabric, for example. The process starts with weaving and dyeing the materials. Now imagine if we had to weave and dye every lot separately, or roll and finish each batch one by one. That would take so much longer, right? But when we order fabric in bulk, suppliers can create large batches all at once, saving tons of time and energy. That's the efficiency we're after. Next, let's talk about the production line. It's not always as simple as just showing up and getting started. For many styles, we may not have a dedicated production line immediately available for your order. Sometimes we have to wait for the right time to slot your order in, but if you give us larger orders, we can slot everything in at once, instead of always having to jump back into the queue. Can you see how that makes things smoother and faster? Now, let's get real. When it's finally our turn to start production, do you think we just get started and ship everything out right away? Here's the deal. At Lead Fine Garment, we've invested in an automated garment hanging system to make production smoother. We will organize the workflow in advance and do the arrangement accordingly. For example, we will do some pieces first with the related molding machine, and we'll also hang each piece in the clamp of the hanging system. But here's the catch. If the order size is small, we spend a lot of time on prep work. If the order is bigger, we can focus on the real production, getting everything into the hanging system and maximizing efficiency. The more units we make, the more familiar workers get with the style. The more they work on it, the faster and more efficient they become. With smaller orders, they don't get the time to perfect the process before it's done. Larger orders help them get into a rhythm, speeding everything up. I know you need to consider the warehousing and the storage cost if you order more in one time, so I am telling you how the MOQ impacts on garment manufacturing. Hope it is more helpful for you understand the bigger picture. I'm not here to tell you to place bigger orders than you actually need, but offer the information as a garment manufacturer. You can evaluate and make your own decision. The larger the order, the quicker we can move things forward and focus on quality. If you have any questions about MOQ or the production process, feel free to reach out. We're always happy to help.